Hell,
Welcome to the podcast.
wow, that was a great intro, guys. We have nothing. There's two people here. We're an iconic duo. Joining us here today, we have me.
It's
And then we
Blake.
have,
It's Blake and Leafy.
and we have Andrew. We have Andrew here. He's covering his face with the mic right now. What are you doing? You don't know how to do a podcast.
I'm just goofing around.
Just goofing around.
Just
All
goofing
right.
around.
These guys are like goofy. We're gonna do a duo podcast because no one else wants to record, and if they do, they're not good enough. Okay. It's as simple as that, boys. We cut them. We're done. They're
Oh
gone from
yeah.
the team forever. We've already cut one person, and now we're cutting them all.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that right, Andrew?
I gotta put on my podcast shirt.
Okay, he's putting on his podcast shirt. Anyway, since there's no one else to talk to, I guess I'll entertain you for a bit. 9 plus 10? I don't know. I guess it's 19. So people say it's 21. Oh, hey, Andrew.
Audio listeners wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah, you put on like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
That he's buddying
It's a
me up
Hawaiian
right now.
shirt from the Bahamas.
From the Bahamas, guys.
The very same Bahamas as the Bahamas are from.
Obama is not from Bahama. It's not. It's not true.
Obama is from Hawaii.
All right, so let's get on to some of the topics that you presented to us, Andrew. So please, go.
I got a job. That's
You
the
got a
topic.
all
I
right.
did.
And
I'm gonna do it.
okay, what's your
Gonna
job,
make
idiot?
some money. I'm gonna be a cashier at a swimming pool.
Oh yeah, just like any 15-year-old job. The minimum wage here in Nebraska is $9. He's making 10. So
Oh yeah, it
it's
just
$1
makes
more.
it easier for them to pay me.
Yeah, it's not odd numbers. It's just a convenience thing. It's $1 more.
Look,
Who cares?
I got.
And when do you start again?
June 3rd.
June 3rd. Hey, I'm on a dox you right now. He's working at this very specific pool place he's working at. Just kidding. I don't know where he works at, but
Got him.
but if I did, I would totally tell him the exact location, and then on this certain date, swarm the place.
Zarinsky Pool.
Zarinsky Pool.
Yes, that's the pool.
You totally just undid my saving you part, but okay.
Exactly. Come,
All right.
I shall fight you, as long as you pay to get in.
I would drown you in the pool.
And then
Turns out I'm a hitman.
And then I'll save you because I have to do CPR training.
Turns out I have a second job. I'm actually hitman at the pool, and there's a weapon just right there. You could just you can accidentally sit on them in the pool or something. Like, oops, that was an accident. I actually drowned someone. That is a horrific way to die, isn't it? To drown. That's the one way I do not want to die, or anything to die. Like, imagine drowning. Your lungs fill up with water, and you are gasping for air, but it's just filled up with more of this dense liquid that slowly kills. Poisons you. People don't drink water.
Ooh, I got a good segue into my next topic of conversation.
Don't drink water.
So you know what's the opposite of death? Like
what?
From drowning.
Life.
Birth. And you know what I do at the place they birth at the birthplace?
Hospital. The hospital.
You go to the room full of babies and you
you
just switch them around.
You told me that he's gonna do this topic before the podcast. I'm like, it doesn't seem like a very good topic, it isn't.
You get two that look pretty similar. You just switch them up.
Yeah, he came up with the idea because in his biology class there was he's going over genes and Punnett squares or whatever, and it's about Bikini Bottom and the genes of people. And
I only have
Mr.
one
Krabs
pair of
came up,
genes.
and then he claimed that the
hospital switched up his baby.
They goofed up. That's what it said on the paper. They goofed.
Also, Squidward denounces his family, according to the sheet.
It's really good. It's really good.
Because his family is proudly a purebred line, and then he goes and dates someone who has only recessive genes, making it so that all of his children, no matter what, will be not purebred.
Funny.
So he obviously doesn't like his family.
Yeah, no, his family's probably really preppy or from Alabama, the Alabama Seas, the Gulf of Mexico.
I'm gonna go.
Do squids live in the Gulf of Mexico?
Maybe. It's a big ocean.
It's not an ocean.
It's part of the Atlantic Ocean.
It's a gulf.
Of the Atlantic Ocean.
Of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. It's the Gulf of Mexico, idiot. Not the Gulf of the Atlantic Ocean. You're so stupid.
Petition to get it renamed to the Gulf of the Atlantic Ocean.
That's stupid. Mexico's right there, and it's creating the Gulf. I'm not sure. Moving on.
So
We
this week we're sponsored by our own GoFundMe.
Oh yeah,
Please give us money.
we have a GoFundMe. It's on the Twitter of at Gaggle of Goons, no spaces, capital G, capital other G. Money, please. Give it.
Money,
I know you
money.
have it in your wallet. Give audio listeners. I did that little give
I got
motion.
I got you.
Oh, it's $14 from the job that he doesn't have yet.
Schloop.
That's a bad noise. This
$13 is from mowing my lawn.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because I'm
As I
cool.
was saying, the GoFundMe, on a slightly more serious note, not really, because we can't keep a straight face, but it's for the improvement of the podcast. So if you don't want to listen to seeing my quality, because I know it's not that great to listen to, so give me money so your ears can not bleed any longer. Okay, you either give us $140 or you pay $140,000 for your hospital bill. So I mean, choose one. Right, Andrew?
Huh?
He's playing with a Rubik's Cube. Just pay attention to the.
I don't know how to solve Rubik's cubes.
Me neither. Why are you doing it? We're
Oh,
doing
no.
not only we're doing a podcast, but it's only 2 people, and you're not even engaging.
I don't know how to solve Rubik's cubes. I'm scared.
You're so awful at this. You're really bad at this, Andrew. You're really. I mean, I'm bad at it too. Okay, but Jesus. So, okay. So, what are the pros and cons of social distancing for you, Andrew, specifically?
The pros. I finished school by like 10.
That's sick.
And
It's pretty
then
sick.
Wait. Yeah, that's the only. And then I play Club Penguin the rest of the day.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty epic.
Downsides.
Oh, another topic of conversation.
Hey, no, you're not done. You're not done yet. We're doing that next.
Back. Club Penguin's back.
Shut up. You didn't say the downsides of social distancing for you.
We're
still on this topic. Yes,
here's another pro. I don't have to go near other people.
I mean, you already did that anyway.
Okay.
I mean, for me, it's probably the same exact thing, but anyway, Club Penguin. Why are you so hyped about Club Penguin Flash game?
Because it was my childhood, the whole thing, just Club Penguin. And now it's back, and being a member is free, so it no longer costs money to be good.
I don't. It's too good to be true. There's no way.
It's not. You can actually buy puffles.
It's so cool. It's so epic. Oh my god. So what why do you play Club Penguin in your free time? I feel like that's a game you play like you just don't play it, out of your time unless you're 6 years old. But I guess we all have good uses of free time, right?
It's mostly high schoolers that used to play it when they were kids nowadays.
Well, yeah.
There's no kids on there anymore. Because kids don't know about it.
They probably will find out.
And that will be the day that I quit.
I mean, or you can just like raid igloos. You can get like the top 25 Twitch streamers. They all play Club Penguin. They raid just igloos, and they just ruin their lives.
Or I got a list of funny questions. You want to hear? You want to hear them?
What's the first one, Andrew? What's the first one?
Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
It is not soup. It only consists of 2 ingredients: the milk and the cereal. And I think soup would be more. That's more like a.
One of the most common types of soup I'd say is tomato soup, which only has 1 ingredient.
Exactly,
but
cereal has 2, not 1.
Yeah, but some soups have more than 2. So therefore,
Yep, that's why they make them a soup.
oh wait,
Two is the unlucky number.
Let me look up the definition of a soup.
Actually, yeah, I don't even know. I'm literally just like improving that whole thing there. I don't know. I mean, it might be soup. I just don't like to consider it because
It says a liquid dish.
it's a liquid dish. That's saying like a plate, but
Well,
made of Jello.
it says typically made by boiling meat, but that doesn't mean it has to.
So cereal is a soup. Okay, next
Cereal
question.
is a soup. We win. Well,
Better not be
only
another food one.
uh
Okay.
what secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Let's see. What's this conspiracy? So big. I'm trying to think of an original one because the ones that would be funny to support are ones that already exist, like flat Earth or actually. On the Misfits
Dinosaur
podcast.
Earth? Dinosaur Earth. The
Okay,
Earth is
on the
shaped like a
Misfits
dinosaur.
podcast, they're talking about how the Earth is inverted and it's like on a treadmill and it's a half semicircle and then like it like moves along the surface or something
Nice.
and then like they exit the Earth through a wormhole. Yeah, I support that.
Okay, go on a tangent. I'll be right back.
I can't just go on a tangent. He's gone. What are you gonna do? All right. Anyway, the Earth is the I think if you've already listened to it, it's like a half semicircle and it's rotating. Or actually, it was like a blossoming flower, rather. The Earth is a blossoming flower. And then it opens, it absorbs the sun, and then closes back up. And that's nighttime. Now, that other. Oh, hey, Andrew.
Uh,
I was struggling there. Did you get a tie?
yeah.
Why?
It's my new look. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt with a tie. Specifically in
Can you go to the next question? I'm going to get lost.
tie.
Jesus Christ.
What's invisible but you wish people could see?
What's what?
That's
They're
what it
like
says.
really hard to see with your eye, like microscopic creatures that you make big.
I don't know. I have an answer. I don't know if this answer works.
Okay.
Maybe like video game stats for humans.
Those don't exist in the first place, but
Maybe we just can't see them.
we don't know, right? So perhaps that'd be really cool. We had you like press on your chest or something like Iron Man or whatever, and then like the display screen
knot
comes up
looks
like
very
Jumanji.
thick. Oh, now it's better.
You look stupid. Audio listeners, don't tune in. Don't.
Don't tune in.
Yeah, it's like an X-Men tie. It's great, and then he's wearing a yellow Hawaiian shirt. It's an
I
X-Men
didn't tie
tie.
it very good.
He didn't tie it very good.
Uh,
Anyway,
what's the weirdest smell you ever smelled?
weirdest smell that I've ever smelled. The
You.
things that I smell that are super weird are things I can't identify. So this is not a very good question for me.
Oh,
But do you
darn.
have an answer?
No.
What is the point? What is the
Oh, no.
point?
What's the most ridiculous fact you know?
Ridiculous fact. The human body, if you cook it, is 60,000 calories. Something like that. And it's best consumed if you ground it up in a blender and you drink it as a liquid.
Okay, so do you know about flatworms?
Okay. Is it a worm, but it's like flat?
Yeah, but they okay, so they fence with their peni, with their schlongs.
I don't like where this is going. Should we do that?
And then
So,
the loser morphs into a female.
oh yeah, you're talking about this the other week.
While the winner gets to become a male, and then they mate.
What if humans worked like that? If you put it in like the way humans work, that is horrific. But they're animals.
The okay, so the one of the species of flatworm is pseudobicorus, and then here's the funny word, Hancock anus.
That's
That's
not real. That is not
word.
real. There is no way that is real.
It says right Where is it? Right
Oh
there.
my
Do you
god.
see it? Hancock anus.
uh, is that
Wow.
what they're? I don't even. I'm just confused.
Ooh,
A
what it?
scientist was in a lab and they were identifying this creature and they thought of that word and they're like, yes, perfect.
Okay. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? I have an
Running
answer.
with hands in their pockets.
Existing. That's my
Existing.
answer.
You give an honest answer for Christ's sake.
No, existing. That's
It's
the
not.
answer.
It's not a good answer.
What's the funniest joke you know by heart? I have my answer. So once there was this scientist, and you wouldn't believe it, but I kid you not, he turns himself into a pickle. It's Pickle Rick.
Man, I. I am useless. My brain is useless. I can't remember any jokes. I know there's just memes going around. There's two particular, all right, that are really popular on the funny internet right now. On Twitter, you'll see this funny dancing triangle, and he goes, "Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control." And then it goes quicker, and that's the joke. And that's the joke. And then there's the really like 4 layers of irony. Finance at Freddy's memes, and they're so so bad, but they're so funny. Guys, have you heard of the man behind the slaughter? There's like, and they're always combining with Family Guy, where it's like the episode where Brian he eats I think something like painkillers and he gets really high and then he looks at Chris and then he starts turning purple and Fights and Freddy's parodies are just blasting and it cuts abruptly. They're so good. And then those two the triangle and then the Finance and Freddy memes combine then and it's just a cesspit of awful memes and pain and irony and and then I don't want to live anymore for a brief period of time when I see those. Anyway, enough about me, Andrew.
Uh, what part of a kids movie completely scarred you?
Invader Zim sold organs on the internet. That was pretty. That was pretty. That was pretty cool. Let's
Ooh,
see. We have
what's the best type of cheese?
pepper jack, sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar specifically, and Asiago. Those are top three.
Pizza, uh, and string.
Mozzarella and mozzarella, but worse. Okay.
American cheese.
American's awful. It's Kraft singles, my favorite delicacy.
The cheese that's inside of Lunchables.
Mm. Well,
The the cheddar the
that's
cheddar
more real
cheese.
than Kraft single.
In one sentence, how do you sum up the internet?
Bad. Mistake.
The internet. Period.
That's two. It's 2 words. In one word, it's just cesspit bad.
Bad.
34. I
Uh,
can't put rule in there. It's only one word.
okay. What is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn? This in
I
public.
remember.
I've
I
worn this in
remember.
public.
I haven't worn anything embarrassing in public, but I've seen a lot of people. Like there's a little party that my parents or something. I don't know. They just get a bunch of people together and they're like alcohol, in their house. They're just chilling, and I come out. 8-year-old me in pajamas. These pajamas were long johns, so I was skinny, bare to the bones. Still am. Come out, and then and it's they're too small on me even, and I just look like a skeleton, and then I get laughed at, and then I'm immediately sad because I'm 8 years old and I can't take a joke.
Uh, uh,
I throw a tantrum. So tragic me. It's a lot of me talking this episode, Andrew. You really need to assert some dominance right now.
I'm just asking the questions.
You really need. All right, please. How many questions do you have?
There's like infinite. Um, which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
Okay, shin,
I
shin with foot, because that doesn't the foot doesn't just come off. So I'll take the shin and down, to my foot, audio listeners. You get a little foot. What's the one website called where you just can find feet of random influencers?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna use this as a weapon, and I'm gonna take the back of my heel, which is the hard bone part, and I'm just gonna start swinging. I'm just gonna start swinging. I'm gonna start spinning. I'm gonna be a Beyblade, and everyone will perish in my path. Andrew, your turn.
Just like detach a hand.
Just the
Uh,
hand.
yeah. I think the rule implies that you can still like fully operate that the thing you would detach.
My toes wiggle as I smack opponents
So
with a
so my
heel.
my thing would be I could be like the hand from the Adams family would be one use of it. Just like make my hand walk around. Uh,
Ugh.
and another thing I could do is like ask small children to like pull on my finger and then they just detach my hand.
That's funny. I just went for brute force. Like, let's say I make someone at school too mad and they want to have a fight with me, but little do they know I can just weapon at hand. All right, and then they'll be so traumatized, and as they're sitting in their confusion, bam, a heel to the face.
Did you know that today's my 1 year anniversary? Do you want to know what it's
Your
the
birthday?
anniversary of? No, no. Uh, I threw a boomerang exactly 1 year ago. And now
You
I live
kept
in
track. You
and now
wait,
I
what?
live in constant fear. It's been exactly 1 year since I threw that boomerang and it never came back.
What if it like ended up in a yard?
No, it's coming back one day for revenge.
It's gonna lose momentum and it's gonna tap you in the back like what's going on? And it's the boomerang and then you like scream.
Okay,
Today is August 15th.
what's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your
It's
house?
um I had two guests over. It was my what not biological cousin, but you know. And then I had my friend over who's kind of odd. Alright, this is back when Fortnite was very popular among the hip kids these days, right? I played it a little. I wasn't good at it. Um you can only do so much with the controller. I was playing that by my other friend who was not my non-biological cousin. He had some weird habits in this, and it's like he. So the legendary weapons are supposed to be gold. He had the color blinds change a little. They were green to him. I don't know why, and it's like he didn't know how to talk to other people, and he doesn't really, but it's okay, and it's super odd. Um, it doesn't necessarily that. Oh no, he ate 60 cookies. That too. He ate. We had a party that day or something, and then there was like this bin full of cookies that are really good, and there's like 30 in there. He ate all of them. So he came to my house, did weird things in Fortnite, and then ate 30 cookies and then left.
The weirdest thing someone has does is some unnamed person with a Nintendo Switch came over to my house and showed me all his Mario Maker levels and
uh,
then
I wonder. We had him as a special guest on here, by the way.
ooh, try to figure out who it is.
Maverick.
Oh no, you can't see.
Yeah, you can. We had him as a special guest. He signed it. He signed the waiver, and his fate was sealed.
Uh, what inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence?
Mm. You know those plants at a really bad school playground that are really prickly, and they stick to your socks and skin and they poke you. Those
Yeah, oh yeah.
those those little small balls of pain, uh, eliminate death. Actually, it's inanimate. It's alive. It's because it's a plant, but it doesn't that doesn't count. Dang it, that's a plant. No, I'm gonna just remove all the soap in existence, and no one can keep their hands clean.
Oh, we should just we could eliminate the vegetables they keep at the hospital.
But those are plants.
No, no, not the plants.
Oh.
The vegetables.
That joke went over my head. Okay, that was really funny. That was really funny.
It's
All right,
a
next
it's
one now, or we're gonna get in trouble.
what would be the absolute worst name you could give your child?
I've had this stowed down in my brain for so long. If it's a
Th-
girl, Shane
Thro-
Quantel. If it's a boy, Shane Quantel. And that is it.
Throckmorton. Just kidding. That's the best name you can name your child.
Hey, or this name that I'm about to type in the chat that these audio listeners won't see, and nor
Could you read that out for us, Blake?
okay, so there's 3 syllables: ice, wallow,
Wallow.
come.
Whoa. Spelled ICEWALLOWCOME for you audio listeners.
I'm but 6 years old. I'm not far from it, to be honest. Okay.
What would be the worst thing for the government to make illegal?
Just food in general.
Food. No,
We all become starvation activists.
being alive.
That would suck. I mean, the food one would be worse, arguably, because it's just like our inevitable death, but way slower. Because food is gone.
Isn't just being healthy dying as slow as possible?
Yes, but that's not like drowning, as we discussed earlier, which is like, pain. A life can be pain, but not all the time.
Life is pain if you're a vegan.
You just completely roasted all those vegans out there. You hear that, Californian vegans? All you Californian stupid LaCroix drinking stupids out there.
Get out
Stop
of here,
eating
California.
In-N-Out. Jesus.
In-N-Out is great.
All right, stop eating fat In-N-Out, you dumb hype beast drinking LaCroix. Get out of here.
In-N-Out is great.
Imagine being a high density of coronavirus in the area. This is made by the Midwest and West Virginia. All right. I'm sorry, Californians. I truly mean all those things you say, but I'm sure at least 2% of you Californians out there are good people. So keep up the good work. And
okay. What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Probably something like really big, but just inconvenient. Like, it's a really big object that's inconveniently shaped and made. I'm thinking like one of those like coat hangers, but like a really ugly one that's really big and made of metal. You get 2 of them. You only need 1 coat hanger, and it's big. There you go. A coat hanger, big coat hanger. Ooh. Just gonna look at an object in your room.
Ooh, if life were a video game, what would be some of the cheat codes?
Well, a cheat code. Let's see. What would the cheat code like?
Or
I don't know. Like an act. Is it a commands or is it like what would the cheat code do?
Well, I'd say what would the cheat code do? Because I have one. So you jump up in the air, and then you jizz, and it gives you a double jump.
We're so unoriginal. Jesus Christ. That's the first episode of Lunch Club podcast. Jesus, idiot. Wow, look at that. Look at my eyebrows. Anyway, a cheat code. So I would think, you can reverse, or you can become immortal, which is basic, or reverse years of your life. So you can go down, 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 which is like down in age, but 4 times, and then you do 4 times, you've done the commands. Now, the more downs you do, the 10 extra years of your life gone. And if you do it too much, you'll just turn into a cell.
No, you have to enter all the cheat codes on a Dance Dance Revolution.
Just down, 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 and then down 3 more times, and now you are an embryo. PogChamp. All right, your turn to give a question again.
What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Football or rugby or tennis?
No,
tennis, because they already scream anyway, and then you give them alcohol, they're gonna be like, ugh.
No, I have
they
the
leap
perfect
for the
answer.
ball and they die.
Your answer was bad compared to mine.
What is it?
NASCAR.
That's not. It's demolition derby. It'd be more of the same, to be honest. If the demolition derby, you gave them all alcohol. Get them. You gotta. It's such a weird sport.
Okay, what would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse?
Nice segue. A rat or like a Chinese spider crab.
That would be disgusting.
A
A rabbit.
rabbit. I would want the Chinese spider crab.
And then you ride the rabbit.
You know the movie Epic, that Disney or Pixar movie? No, Blue Sky. Jesus Christ, that Blue Sky movie. You know Epic, where they're like small people and they ride hummingbirds. So you want to be a dude from Epic and you want to ride a rabbit.
Epic.
Battle. The military cannot stop me. As for I have a giant rabbit to ride into battle with a spear. You just like primal scream at your enemies with the rabbit you're riding. That is so epic. What would you feed it? Because rabbits eat carrots, but you can't just get like a big carrot, right? How many carrots do they have to eat? That's like a lot of carrots. Jesus, that's like so many.
Feed it trees.
Feed it trees. I mean, it's the size of a horse, which that's huge. Yeah, you need to feed it trees. Yeah. Next question, please. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Please stop me from talking.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
That's a really good question. Probably like armed robbery. Not arms, just burglary. There you go. But I did it on accident. Like I go in someone's house. Like I'm trying to like sneak into someone's house at 2 a.m. and it's one of my friends. I like poke at them like, hey, wake up, and then all of a sudden you're like one of the parents comes around with like a shotgun and points at my back, and then I'm arrested. Except that would be the case with an assumption, but
My
with
parents
a
would probably
reason.
think like piracy.
Burglary is for me. You need piracy. That's much more mellow. So we got burglary and we have internet man. All right,
Internet
stealing.
man. No,
Just
no,
going
not
incognito.
that kind of piracy. They would assume that I got on a boat
Oh,
and
my
started
bad.
stealing
Sorry.
things from other boats.
Man, these comic books he's reading really changed his mind
Ooh.
about everything. All these dang Gen Z kids. So are you gonna say the question, or are you gonna sit in silence for more long?
Let's sit in silence for like 5 minutes.
Why? That's not funny. You're so stupid. I was gonna say a funny word, but you laughed too early.
Okay. If someone asked to be your apprentice and learn all that you know, what would you teach them?
I would teach them to be a scout. Essentially, they run really quick, and then into a grocery store and just grab everything. All right, anything that seems useful, bring it back to me, and give me the information, and then I, as the Imperial Command, will just destroy everything in path. All right, just elimination of all things possible that my scout the information is giving me, all their weak points, all their strengths, and I work around it thanks to my little scout that I have trained. This is wow, that was a really good improv, guys.
I would train them to be smart very lazily.
That's not
because
helpful
that's what
at
I
all.
do. That's what I do.
I taught us.
I'm smart, but I don't put in any effort.
You don't. You didn't edit out the name drops of the first episode because you just couldn't.
Those were already fake names. Wink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm training a scout to help me become a warlord, and you are just training someone to be a copy of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think that's what the question was asking is like, what aspects of you would you teach somebody?
Oh, I teach them to be quick, and I teach them to be stealthy, and I teach them because these are things about me, and I teach them to eliminate all enemies. Which, all right.
Okay. First, think of a product.
Okay.
Product.
All right.
This is
So
the first part of the question.
Okay. I'm trying to think. What would be an original invention? So we're gonna
No,
take.
no, like no. You just think of a product that's already exists.
Oh, water bottle.
I I pick hand soap. Now what would be the absolute worst brand name for one of those products?
Sucky. Sucky Slurpee. That's it. That's the brand name.
Mine is cum.
That's
Hand
not
soap.
even. That's not even good. That was a good question, but we don't know how to apply it correctly. How
Exactly.
long have we been recording? It feels like it's been years asking you these we need to not just ask questions the whole podcast because that's
But
not that good.
that's the title of the episode's
No, the title of the episode
questions.
is an iconic duo. All right, and I will not let you name it anything else.
What movie completely changes its plot when you change one letter in its title?
So Kill Bill,
Uh,
Bill.
it's just about a guy that hates having the same name twice.
Bill. There you go. Or he's billed like a lot of like money,
What's in
and
the? I'm
and
just
his
gonna
name's.
I'm just gonna look up here. Uh um uh uh uh. None of these are good.
Is a big movie poster.
Uh uh uh.
Andrew,
Change Joker to poker.
poker. It's just
It's
a
it's
guy
just
with
a
a severe
documentary
gambling
about a
addiction.
casino.
Yeah.
It's a guy addicted to online gambling.
I mean, I think Bill is a better idea than yours.
Bill.
Um, Bill. So funny, guys. Leave a comment, leave a 5-star review on iTunes that we are not even on yet.
Uh
This is so epic, and we it's too. I mean, if Apple were to approve us, why? we are anything but what they want on their platform. I guess. Yeah, no, that's there's no getting through yet. Yet.
if you were held at gunpoint and told that if you didn't impress them with your dance moves, you would be killed, what dance moves would you bust out?
Oh my God, have you ever heard of this Fortnite dance called default dance?
Have you ever heard of a floss?
Just do the floss, and they're like, yes,
While
you get,
crying. Just do it. Like, please don't hurt me.
and then they're like, very good, now go.
No, just deep dab.
Just, did you know Fortnite stole that from Jack's Films, and then Jack's Films bought it and supported him. I
Whoa.
mean, they can't just like you can't really copyright a move. So they're like, free content, yes, very funny. It's dabbing motion. Kids love dabbing. The kids these days do love dabbing in Fortnite. We did Fortnite. Okay, let's please. I'm gonna go insane. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I forgot to clarify that. I don't play
Okay.
Fortnite. I play big boy games like Club Penguin.
Okay, this is weird questions to ask a guy. It's because we're out of questions from the other list.
I thought you said we had infinite questions.
Well, I was wrong.
Alright, I mean, you just skip too many.
Yeah, I skipped a lot because they were boring.
All right. I'm gonna ask you
What's the most important file on your computer?
homework folder.
Homework folder. 2 terabyte homework folder.
I'm gonna take a look. This is my school computer, so it's not actually my. Let's see. We have camera roll. We have Corsair wallpapers. We have funny haha and pandemic homework. Which one seems most important to keep?
Corsair wallpapers.
I would say funny haha. The first image in funny haha is actually a GIF of a default dancing emoji conglomerate, where it's like I don't even know. It has the body of a bunch of 100 emojis, essentially.
Okay, here's a question to end it off. It says, "What is your hometown best known for?" So Omaha.
Being
So
average. Being the most average city.
the most boring city,
The
but
team, the city
but
with the most mediocre football team in college football history.
uh, that's Lincoln, dummy.
What's that, Lincoln? Oh, it is Lincoln.
We have the best zoo in the world,
Oh, yeah, we do have the best zoo in the world.
but that's
Omaha
pretty
gang.
boring.
Rise up. I mean, zoos are just boring, Jake.
It's the best city to raise children, I'd say.
Yes,
Probably
with
what
all
we're
those
known for.
STDs in Douglas County.
Oh yeah, it's
By
the
the way,
cheapest place to raise a child, like anywhere in the country.
well, in Douglas County, apparently that has the most STDs in the entire country of America
Yeah, among teenagers,
among teenagers.
like
So,
15 to 18-year-olds. So
and we're
score.
we're number one, baby.
Oh yeah.
Guys, this has been we're let's try that again. Guys, we're Gaggle of Goons, and we are so bad at this. Please go to the GoFundMe so we can use your money for horrendous reasons. Just kidding. That was a joke. We're using it for the podcast and future
So
audio listeners.
I want to
Please
buy a
tune in.
MIDI keyboard for the podcast.
Where does that like? Just stop. Stop the recording right now.
Stop
Stop.
the recording.